So I guess that leads to my next question, which is, so why do you find that so important? Why do you find it so important that young people engage in politics and policy? I'm a 21-year-old or 22 or 23-year-old. I'm looking to get my next job. I'm, thinking about some of the things in life that I just need to get to kind of get my foundation down. Why is it important to also add this other foundation of engaging in politics, engaging in policy? What do you see the value add there?
So part of it is our generation and folks older than us have left that 21-year-old a world that is in an awful, miserable, terrible, horrible, awful state. Right? I mean, we've got existential crises surrounding us. We are still in the midst of an ongoing pandemic. Lord knows right where that is going. We've got, I think it is absolutely clear, a crisis of U.S. democracy and creeping authoritarianism, not just here, but around the world, right? We can see this playing out in lots and lots of places where sort of that post-war accord that recognized that open democratic participation, however imperfectly it was carried out, was an important value. That seems to be on the decline. And then, of course, the thing that I think rises above all of that is the climate crisis, right? That requires increasingly urgent action. So we've left young people a horrible world. It is going to be up to them at some level to fix it. And I feel awful about that, but that's the reality, right? Is if things are going to get better, they need to step up and do the work. No one is coming to save them. So that's awful that we place that burden on them. But I think that's sort of the only way we get out of this mess. I feel a lot of hope in that because a lot of the students I work with on a regular basis, and I suspect you as well, are super smart, super committed, recognize the urgency of many of the problems that they face, and are deeply committed to looking for ways to engage in it. Part of how I've structured the program, so much of it is built on sort of hands-on experiential learning where you're out in the world doing stuff, is to get over what I often find inhibits people from getting more actively engaged in service work and political work and policy work, is just the fear that they can't do it. It's this, right? It's hard, it's otherworldly, they don't understand it, that's for other people, they don't have the skills, they don't have the knowledge, they don't have the experience. And getting people to actually do it, for most people, they realize, oh, I can totally do this, right? This is doable, this is achievable. And sometimes all it requires is sort of pushing people into that. It's like throwing someone in a pool to teach them how to swim, right? Which I don't recommend. But right, you sort of, it's this horrible, terrifying, abstract thing until you try to do it. And you realize, okay, this is manageable. One of the things that's exceptional about New Hampshire is that there are so many opportunities at the local and state level that were never available generally to students in New York because just of the way the political systems are organized. But we live in a place where there are extraordinary opportunities for engagement for anyone who wants to do it. So it feels like that if we can let more people know the opportunities that are available to them to do this kind of work, I think more people are likely to find themselves doing it.